As Jacqueline Auf makes a meal for her children, she bears a heavy burden from a troubled past. A former slave of the so-called Lord Resistance Army, an extremist militia that committed major human rights atrocities in Uganda and Central Africa, she was forced into marriage. Jacqueline was one of many who endured this fate, but among the very few who managed to escape.
Most of the abductees I was with died, and only I returned from those taken from this Lukodi village. What hurts me the most is I came back pregnant. I gave birth after I returned, and life has been difficult.
Her abduction took place in Lukodi village, where she now lives. In February, the International Criminal Court passed a verdict that victims of LRA abuses perpetrated by Commander Dominic Ongwen should receive an estimated $56 million in compensation. Starting as a child soldier, Ongwen rose through the ranks under the guidance of the LRA's infamous chief, Joseph Kony. The movement said its aim was to overthrow Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni and replace his regime with one bound by their very own 10 commandments. Ongwen was detained in 2014, with the ICC eventually convicting him of war crimes and crimes against humanity, including murder, rape, torture, and enslavement.
We think that the judgment passed on Ongwen is not bad, because even if we were to ask for him to be sentenced to life, it wouldn't return our loved ones' lives. However, the compensation is what should have been properly considered in a way that would console us. Ongwen is already serving his sentence and certainly will pay for his crimes.
In Gulu, another group of women have been trying to restore their lives. For them, staying together is their source of strength. They make crafts to earn a living. Nancy Obwot was kidnapped as a 7-year-old and was a nanny to Ongwen's children before he began to sexually abuse her. She got this scar on her chin during a confrontation between the Ugandan army and the militia. Ongwen is currently serving a 25-year jail term in Norway, a sentence that aroused outrage across the world, with many saying it was too lenient for his atrocious actions.
In terms of the reparations, obviously there is a huge challenge, because the symbolic award may not give that satisfaction that the chamber has considered. This is something that, of course, victims will not be happy about.
While Ongwen does his time in jail, his mentor Joseph Kony, the leader of LRA, remains at large. But the consequences of their killings, mutilations, rape and torture spanning 3 decades are still fresh. Wanjamongai, CGTN.